The final of our 8-man bracket. Harry Cassar straight to work, messing with the feet of Harrison Everett, and Everett wisely sitting down against Harry Cassar, who really slayed the giant tonight. It's the unlucky man who had to battle Jaden Rutherford earlier in the night and came out on top with a submission. Extremely impressive performances by Harry Cassar so far. Although one could argue Everett is the perfect man to try and beat him. Everett showing really impressive leg locks tonight. And I'd say if you're going to beat Harry Cassar, it's probably not by taking him down and pinning him. Well done by Harry Cassar to secure the body lock there. Playing a very smart game on his knees to avoid the dangerous leg attacks of Harrison Everett. I'm not sure if Harry Cassar watched Everett's other matches tonight, but it certainly seems as though he is aware of where Harrison Everett is strongest. Cassar now finds himself in the closed guard of Harrison Everett. I would say it's pretty likely Everett will look to underhook a leg and try and enter into some form of K-guard or leg entanglement off of that. And for the leg lock of Harrison Everett, I'm sure he's good at other stuff too. He's just done a great job demonstrating his leg locks tonight. The last thing you want is an opponent who stays on their knees. It's really annoying because it's heavy to elevate them and it's just hard to enter in on the legs. It's hard to expose their center line and expose the space between their two legs. And Cassar very wisely returning to his knees, a very disciplined grappler. Cassar finally taking a little bit of a risk here to push the action. Props to him standing up to try and find a way around the guard of Harrison Everett. Just like I mentioned before, very disciplined grappler, Harry Cassar. You can hear Cassar's coach shouting out, stay disciplined. Cassar's obviously a very seasoned competitor. It's going to take more than a little bit of adversity in a match to get him to deviate from the game plan.
All three judges score that to the red corner.
First round goes to Harry Cassar. I think that's a pretty indicative of how our WNG judges are going to treat these rounds if it continues to be Harrison Everett trying to attack on the bottom but not really getting anything substantial. Seems to me that the judges are going to favor Harry Cassar in that situation. Putting Harrison in a little bit of a dilemma here where he may have to stand up against Harry Cassar, which I'm sure he has no interest in doing. Fair enough. And Everett's coach calling to scoop the inside leg. It's just going to be very difficult for him to get in on the legs of Harry Cassar. With Cassar being so disciplined in his stance, he's always sitting on his heels, heavy hips. It would be very hard to get in on the man's leg. Now locked in on double underhooks. Cassar having about 500-inch biceps. I'm sure if this guy locks his hands around you, you're going to know about it. Cassar taking his time here, head over head, putting a ton of pressure on Harrison Everett. Everett being informed by the ref that he had to restart standing looked pretty displeased by that. Fair enough. Fair enough. I wouldn't want to stand with Harry Cassar either. Pulls guard straight away. But unfortunately yet to really have any success from the supine guard. And his wrestle up attempts are getting stuffed by Harry Cassar. Cassar's team shouting out, "Stay disciplined." Cassar and his team obviously very aware that they're probably going to win this match if they just keep doing exactly what they're doing right now. All the pressure is on Harrison Everett to make something happen. He's lost the first round, and I'd say this one is getting away from him. I'm very interested to see how Harrison Everett approaches the last round. I suspect this is going to be Harry Cassar's round as well, and Everett is going to be forced to try and pull off some sort of submission in the final round. Cassar once again finding himself in on double scoop grip, so double under passing. Harrison Everett ends up in the close guard, but I'm sure he doesn't really mind being here. Because of his position, it's pretty easy to stall in. Well, not necessarily stall, but just stay safe and not get submitted.
All three judges score that for the red corner.
Harrison Everett shooting on Harry Cassar. I think he knows he has to make it happen in this round, or it's Cassar's match, which is great to see. He's not just coasting and letting Cassar steal the match away from him, sending it in the last round, looking for a win. Unfortunately for Everett, that means he does have to stand with Harry Cassar. Beautiful work by Harry Cassar. As we've seen the whole night, he's just always messing with your feet. You can never keep your balance because he's always breaking your stance by just chipping away at your feet and ankles with little sweeps and trips, working really well for him. Puts Harrison Everett on his butt. Everett looking like he wants to heist and get back up, but Cassar is not gonna let him. Cassar starting to show a little bit of fatigue, but I thought that in his last match, and then he won by submission against a guy who's 125 kilos. Double underhooks for Harrison Everett. It's probably the closest he's been the whole match on a dominant grip and a chance to attack. Standing up and concedes it. Wise. I agree that was a wise move for Harrison Everett. Last thing you want to do is have a body lock locked like that with your shoulders in front of your hips against someone who is proficient in judo, because they will launch you into the car park. Two minutes, 30 seconds left in this match, and I would say unless Harrison Everett can pull off something pretty crazy, this is probably Harry Cassar's match. Absolute war of a final match, and even with victory almost assured at this point for Harry Cassar, his coach is saying stay focused. Definitely a veteran coach, recognizes that even a second lapse of focus, especially against someone as talented as Harrison Everett, could mean defeat. Beautiful little Kawuchi snaps by Cassar. Once again, staying focused to the very end. We've got a minute to go. Everett pulls guard. Unfortunately gets mushed trying to wrestle up. Oh. Oh, that must be very frustrating for Everett. He got a taste, a whiff of the back of Harry Cassar, and in true Harry Cassar style, he immediately replenished his gas tank instantly and defended. "45 seconds to go. And this is definitely looking like Harry Cassar's match. Cassar even disciplined with his breathing. Does not take his foot off the gas, just breathes even more. He's locked in now on this guillotine. Last 10 seconds. Say Cassar's gonna absolutely try and decapitate Harrison Everett here. Match is almost over. And I'd say Harry Cassar is our winner. We'll have to wait and get the official decision. But I think this is Harry Cassar's night.
All three judges score the bout 30-27. Harry Cassar!